Okay. What did I need to try this again?
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Heard your name. Is it really Harry?
It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Right now, your finger is just drawing vaguely occult patterns in the air.
This is just useful patterns?
Undoubtedly, no. Sure, why not? Muscle memory is a tricky thing. Nothing tricky about that. You just do, fail, repeat, until it works.
So annoying.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Okay. Okay. There's one thing I wanted to test. It's actually something I want to test. So this gives me +1 to intellect. When I use it, does this permanently stay up? Because I realize I now have extra points to put in here. So it's not over for this one. Alright, let's go see our guy. Did you learn your lesson, sir?
Do not presume this has drastically altered our race dynamic.
I knocked you out like a god of martial arts. It was just something I had to do.
True. I said nothing about our personal dynamic. That has altered. A little.
He means very little.
Everett told you to help us get the body down from the tree.
So it was. You bested me in race combat to reach my superior, then had him give me an order. I salute your cunning, enemy. I will go and remove the body from the tree with my bare hands.
You're so noble, Measurehead.
But while I am gone, someone must stand guard on the bridge. That someone needs to be you. Both of you.
That would mean you're openly showing the people that you're taking the Union's side.
Oh man, wait. That means showing everyone that we're taking orders from the Union. Lieutenant, what if we don't want to do that? Okay then. Say the second one.
This is the uncomfortable result of not taking it down ourselves. I can live with a compromise.
Listen to your little friend. He is wise in his childlike way. His mysterious race may yet prove fierce competition to my heroic haplogroup. Yes, that is precisely what it means, homunculus. This is not going to happen any other way.
Okay then.
Babe, see that they stay here the whole time.
Whoa, he just clipped through.
The woman's gaze follows Measurehead as he leaves.
So, you guys are like cops or something?
Why are you with Measurehead? Yeah, we are the law around here. Apparently so. We're just trying to keep things from going to shit.
Have you ever thought that maybe things should go to shit? I'm Katya, by the way.
The woman twirls her hair.
You hear that? That sound. He's breaking something.
The lieutenant looks toward the yard.
Yeah, Jean-Luc must be really tearing it up over there. I wish I could see it.
I also wish I could see it.
Look at you! RCM rent-a-cops! Guarding that bridge like Everett's lapdogs! Is this where it's at now? The RCM is for sale!
And who are you? What is your business here? Why are your clothes 4 sizes too small for you?
Ooh. I'll work with whoever I want. Yes, I am an unbelievably corrupt cop. I am corrupt every opportunity I get. That's none of your business. I'll work with whoever I want.
A shrill laughter interrupts you, echoing across Martinez. It's Cuno. Then, the man turns to look behind him at the behemoth appearing around the corner, approaching him, walking past him.
Dude is huge. Yo, he's just clipping through.
The corpse has been removed from the tree. Stand down and congratulate yourself. You have sided with Ray's victory today.
He brushes wooden flakes off his hands. There has been no side choosing. We did what we had to do to keep the order. Thank you for your cooperation, Measurehead. Let's say this.
Farewell, ham sandwich. You are a Union man from now on.
Leave. Oh, alright, I had to talk to this guy, I think.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
He stares at you with his hazy eyes. Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Everett said you have a key to a door.
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
He runs his fingers through his mustache. He said it belonged to a weasel.
Oh, say no more. I got you.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I saw an opportunity and I took it. I am a hustle grinder. I heard something about a weasel and it didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. I'm not opening this door for myself, I'm opening it for all working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons. let's say this.
Polar weasel? Oh, I know what you mean. I'm pretty sure he's actually Occidental, though. So you're gonna be committing fratricide, my racist friend.
Ooh.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter.
His gaze wanders off into the distance.
None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
He doesn't wait for your answer. Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person, when he'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are, what we are fighting for.
He shakes his head. The man takes a big sip from his flask.
Who he is and what they're fighting for? This is interesting. Ask him about the Hardy Boys.
Got any idea who killed the hanged man?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shrugs. He shakes his head solemnly. The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up. What does that mean? Did you kill him?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
The lieutenant takes a note.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
He takes a sip from his flask. Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you.
He takes a swig from his flask.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law, to some neighborhood vigilantes?
There's only one law, friend, and that's me.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks.
Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. Wait, so not wages or pensions? Or how large a share would you like? Okay, economy stuff, I get it. I want to talk about something else.
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Are you a communist? The boss man Everard, what can you tell me about him? Got the picture. Let me ask you something else, the boss man.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
He shrugs. What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That desk seemed lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion. Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway, and moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all.
Pauses to think for a moment.
Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
Right on, brother. You shouldn't take what's not yours. Cool, I don't have anything to add to that.
A none of the above kind of man. No harm in being that.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure, I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately, there's always time.
He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having command of his time is the most important thing. It all comes together now. The way he speaks about scabs, his general attitude. He's a follower of a 500-year-old Franco-Nigerian Boyadero code, itself an appropriation of Vespertine cool. That of a noble peasant or a traveling herdsman. True to yourself, independent in your actions, loyal to your friends.
Maybe I am Boadiro. It doesn't sound that cool. It sounds antiquated, obsolete, passé. It's not disco.
No.
But
No. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if...
alright. So now this guy hates me. I've only got, I should buy some more health stuff. Alright, say off he's...
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
He nods in approval.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
A,
Let's talk about our right to work.
I'm just going to leave now. He digs me, he digs me.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal
So-
sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
We'll just spend that for now. When I... So how do I use this? So I did buy some, right? Items, interact, tools. Maybe when I'm... Oh, is it just...
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't read.
I get it, I get it. I should have just voided.
A small cabinet on the
It's just
wall
gonna
is
go
filled
up.
with various
So it should
medicine
say
bottles,
8.
nasal...
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Oh no, it's free, free. I had free. I had free, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Thought I was gonna get 5. It costs 5. Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
I thought I had way more. So, can I get this? 8 hours, probably not ready yet. 11:40. Okay. Okay. Gotta go back at 7 p.m. No, more like 8 p.m. Okay, so what did I want to do? The body is one thing. I want to talk to the cook. He be making some stuff.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
Leo said you're friends with Manana. Is that true?
The mention of manana gets his attention.
Nanya.
He smiles and delivers a whole slew of unfamiliar words and lively gestures. Then he falls silent again. They're friends?
What is it in? What is in that borch you're making there? Point to the large pot.
The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his, and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Yes.
Boss need more vodka?
Vodka. He picks up a bottle from the shelf.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Vodka borscht! I love it, Bratan! Turn it the fuck up and then ask for some yourself.
Turning it up seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
Okay, let's do it.
He smiles, nodding vigorously, then pours half a bottle of vodka into the pot. With a whistle, he stirs the brew.
Gorse. Could I have some of that brew?
He smiles and nods enthusiastically, and, chattering away in his language, ladles some brew into a small thermal cup, then hands it to you.
Leave. Let's take a look. So I want to know Zeke 4. So it's just gonna put up. It does give me some buffs. Let's go ahead and take a swig. Telling me I can't swig this now. Ooh. Okay, empathy for Cuno. And there was empathy for someone else too.
You missed a good show before. A kid came by and completely fucked the tree to pieces.
He fucked the tree up! Fucked it good! It was porno!
By the way, Kipt is a racial slur.
Stop using the K word. It belongs in the past. Total retards use language like that. Congratulations, Cuno. You just made yourself a retard. Oh yeah, kids, not an approval. But don't you mean desert kipped? Wish I could have been here to see it. Now I have some questions.
Stop choking, Cuno! The faggot has got you in a chokehold!
Kuno's not fucking choking.
He grabbed his throat like he's choking. Choked you out there. Serves you right for using reactionary shit. Alright, simmer down. I think we all learned our lesson.
Like fuck you did. Kuno's gonna keep saying kipped forever now. Kipped.
He only gets 2 kips out before he chokes.
Shit. The fuck did you want anyway? You got your fuck bag down. Now let's talk normal shit.
Oh, now you want a normal conversation, huh?
Yes. Cuno wants a normal conversation. Ask normal shit, please.
Alright. Empathy. I have to do it.
The fuck do you want? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't.
It's not Cuno. It's Cuno S.
Cuno S. Interesting. Act on it. Try and separate them. Let's do this.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Cuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
He turns back to you and hunkers down.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Cuno look bad in this.
Cuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here. What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. Phew, I'm glad she's out of our hair. She's fucked up. Let's say too.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
He whispers tensely.
Stop talking to him! Cuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Cuno not tell ya? Cuno told ya. Cuno talks to whoever he wants.
He pops his head up.
Talk, pig. Cuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
What do you mean she smoked someone? You think she has anything to do with the dead man? You said she's insane. What's that language she uses? Nepa Kiakmibi. Is she your sister? I think I get to say all of these.
Cuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He stares at you intently. Really? Isn't she too small to overpower someone? You serious about this killing business? What if she has, Cuno? That would explain things.
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him.
He pokes you in the gut.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers. Okay, how many cops has she killed then?
Forget Cuno said that. Cuno was just shitting. Cuno was just running his mouth. Cuno's stupid like that.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops.
There's something cold in the air, like water lapping against cold stones, or dripping in a hallway nearby. 3 years ago, there were shoes in the corner. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Cuno wasn't around, and C was with Cuno.
Where were you?
Look, Cuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
You said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
What's that language?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Runkaris might be some kind of defense mechanism.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
He points at the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Cuno?
The little one twists her neck, looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Cuno flinches, then lowers his voice even more. That hallway there, with the janitor's closet? Why was she dripping wet? Okay, let's do the first one.
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style. Cuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Cuno went out.
You said she got in, how?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Cuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under the pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Cuno. Shit's all on Cuno.
He points at himself.
Cuno, Cuno-S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Cuno S then?
'Cause she fucking looks like Cuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Cuno told you, this shit was psycho killer.
How are you dealing with all this?
How's Cuno dealing? Cuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Cuno's got this shit under control.
She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. You need backup. I'm here for you.
Listen. C is Cuno's go-to. Cuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Cuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye. Black pupils trying to focus.
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
I can respect that.
All right. Now we can do business.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Cuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Cuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Cuno. Cuno made him respect the Cuno. You respect the Cuno, you get all kinds of shit.
He turns back to you.
Cuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Cuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Cuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. That's right. Cuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
Okay. What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics, Cuno?
Cuno gets it from his dad. Cuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Cuno gets his lightning on.
Oh no. His eyes bulge, their veins reach out like tree branches. Okay.
Problem is, Cuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Cuno's door. Streets going mad. Cuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Cuno's violent dad on steroids. Cuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Damn. Who's your dad, Cuno?
Cuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition? Looks like we're looking at a close-quarters fight in some rundown drug den. Bongs falling, hookers screaming. You should use the environment against him.
How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
He says very confidently. Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
But that's not very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
I've made up my mind, Cuno, and this is what's going to happen.
Okay, Cuno's listening.
I'm going in there, all guns blazing, to get that speed because I need it. I'm going in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Cuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. I'm going in there for justice. I am a narc, Cuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Lie. You need speed.
Sure. Confiscate it for Cuno, and you can have half.
He winks at you.
So half of a half is a quarter, right? We're probably talking about a quarter gram here.
Just get in the apartment building. Cuno knows you already fucked your way in. Cuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Cuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Cuno sees you, you better have his shit.
Oh well.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm going to kill Cuno's dad. I'm a bad addict cop, and I'm going to get my fix. Come on, Kim, whisper. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We just need to get the drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
Okay, I'm off.
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
The corpse lies on the ground among the remains of an absolutely demolished pinewood branch. It's gently laid on one side.
Beautiful. Wipe a tear from your eye. Well, it's down. Celebrate in a more reserved manner.
Mr. Measurehead has done a good job. Nothing is too broken or compromised. The victim is ready for a field autopsy.
A field autopsy?
Yes. 1. Investigation of the scene. 2. Initial examination of the victim. 3. Field autopsy. 4. Transportation of the body to the morgue. We are on number 3.
The fuck are they on about?
Cop's gonna cut his shit up.
Don't we have someone else for this? A doctor? Don't we have someone else to cut his shit open?
It's not about cutting. And no, you and I are detectives. The honorary rank of detective signifies our ability to handle the entire incident chain, from autopsy to cleanup to social work.
Wait, honorary rank of detective? Yes, I feel like a detective.
You are. Your station would not have assigned you on this case if you weren't. Now,
The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
First, what exactly is a field autopsy? Tell me something, dead man. Oh god, here we go. Try to remove the dead man's boots.
come on, officer. You know what a field autopsy is. You've done 100 of them.
He pulls on a pair of latex gloves. Clap your gloved hands. Let's get in there.
There truly is a time for everything, even for yellow gardening gloves. However, they are lacking hygienically. I suggest you get in there in limited capacity.
I don't know, what do you mean?
I mean when I need you to. Until then, I should handle physical contact, and you should take notes.
You're being handled. If you resist now, he will turn on his heavy-duty authority mode. You will get your chance to dig in later.
We just fill this in, right? Show him the red field autopsy form in your ledger.
That's right.
He nods.
You knew it because you inspected your ledger. The lieutenant is relieved you know the protocol.
Tell me something, dead man.
Shoot, Looney Rooney.
I can't get the damn compartment in my ledger open.
The blue heart. Oh, that's good shit. You'll love it. Just press down and fuck it open like you always do. Fuck it hard. Corpopo the clown.
He means force. It'll work.
You know.
Come back later, Corpo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also.
Okay.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely is still not what happens. Fuck this compartment. You should throw it away. Strange. Why does it make you so angry?
Interfacing. I'm gonna get that open.
It's made of dark with your hands. You four-sized, just relax. The two sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the slides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee, slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, you know.
Slide the drawer open.
Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open.
What's inside?
2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard.
Pick up the ticket stubs.
2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too.
Pick up the card. Proceed. What? Close the permeables compartment.
Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue.
Smell it first.
It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. Exactly like the gum wrapper you found. The same brand of chewing gum.
Open it.
Familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. Looped, round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please.
What? Keep reading.
Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest, down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step onto the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the bow collector. I know it will be like this until late afternoon, when I get off the 42 and walk back to you.
Keep reading.
You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it.
Keep reading.
Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on.
Fall sideways. What? That was like a death screen. Begin.
There is nothing.
What?
Again.
Oh my god. I thought it started from the beginning. Nothing?
Nothing sad, brother. No treachery. Just blackout.
Just lie there passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you. That's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering, somewhere in the basal ganglia.
Who's that?
That's me. Blue eyes, that's me.
And who was that?
Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to hold on to the great sorrows slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow. Because it's always there.
Was that the X something? The... Where's Voyager Road? So my name appears to be Harry. Enough, just lie there motionless. The X something.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing?
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where's Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
So my name appears to be Harry.
Your name is fuck all.
It certainly ain't Harry.
Then what is it?
Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes. They're taking you somewhere.
Enough. Just lie there motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's code.
Yes, they're pouring something on you. It's in you. And
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness.
Where am I?
The upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsuragi's motor carriage. seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin.
Drink. Water.
The lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Drink.
The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes. The darkness parts.
Drink. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration.
You know, I'm actually more of a magnesium-based life form now. Drink.
With greedy gulps, you down half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. The lieutenant pays no heed to it.
What happened?
I should ask you the same. I came in contact with the burnt out ruins of the past, Lieutenant. I was dehydrated. It won't happen again. Fuck it. Start climbing out of the motor car. Let's say to you.
That does sometimes happen.
He hands you the remains of your ledger.
You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed?
Let's solve this case.
Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonuses. Find it under the Tools tab in your inventory.
Say what? +1 to empathy. Minus authority. What did I learn? Little guy gets further and further away. So I think that's what it reads. Once I complete it. Unlock. What is this electric stuff? Does it matter? Don't think it does. Unlock a new slot. Oh man. Oh, I commit to these. Okay, I kinda want to...
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board. Without resistance or sound, the two panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. You stare at the card, willing your hand to move. It refuses. It's too much. Not a game.
Fucking kill yourself, you asshole.
The words just crossed your mind somehow.
Who were they for?
Who do you think? You.
Close the permeables compartment.
It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've done so. The drawer is locked. Blue ink drips from the white pages in your hand. Your hand shakes. You're flushed with adrenaline.
What is the story here? Ah, so it's gone down, so it's temporary. Makes sense, makes sense. Still a way for me to class that though. Okay.
rotting man lies on his side with his eyes looking straight through you. His body is supine and open to intrusion by autopsy. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
Open your ledger at the field autopsy form.
The dead man stares in silence as you crack open the ledger. The bright red paper is covered in boxes and lists, describing the condition of his skin and organs in 3 parts. Above those, an 11-field info form needs filling out first. It begins with...
Begin.
That's you.
Right. Harry Dubois. Leave it empty.
The corpse lies there, indifferent to your retrograde amnesia. The next box says...
Coroner's case number.
KK57-0803.0815.
Write it down.
Next.
Name.
NA. Next.
Date of birth.
NA.
Age.
Roughly 50.
Right, 50.
The corpse looks ageless, like meat on a hook, teeming with opportunistic microorganisms, letting out a foul-smelling diamine compound. Your eyes turn watery.
Race.
Mondial.
The pudgy mess of curdled meat looks neither mondial nor anything other.
6.
Fucky, fucky!
The little monster exclaims energetically.
Male.
Pigs can have sex!
Male.
Nor does he look male, with his pregnant belly and indistinguishable face.
Date of death.
We're still going with March 4th, 51. What else? 9. Body identified by is non-applicable. 10. Case number is the same as the coroner's case.
KK 57 0503 0815 listens motionless, with the cargo belt still around his neck. Only 1 box remains.
Evidence of treatment.
None. At least not after the initial examination.
A strange word. Treatment.
What exactly is treatment anyway? Agreed, no treatment. I'm not so sure.
Interfering with the body's position or wounds post-mortem.
How did you not know that? Aren't you a cop? You're leaving a weak impression here. Say something sure-handed. Don't overdo it. It's okay to be unsure.
I'm not so sure.
A silent nod. The lieutenant places his gloved hand on the corpse's chest, as if in preparation. Your central nervous system recognizes this gesture. It's the stations of the breath. Ecclesiastic, religious in nature, a holdout from pre-DeLorean burial rites. It takes him 2 seconds to perform. Then, somewhere in Jamrock North, a small wood shed behind Rosencrantz Row, Lieutenant Nick Feuerbat puts his hand to the chest of a small corpse, no larger than a monkey. It's raining outside, light drizzle. There is darkness in the shed. Elsewhere yet, an obese female sits in a wicker chair, her silhouette bull-like against the window. Outside, Grand Coudon. The day is turning dim for Sergeant Mac Dawson. Hand extended, he approaches, to make sure she is dead more than anything else. The building is tall, 7 stories wind-wrapped in solitude. Most of the apartments are unoccupied. This was a suicide, the other an accident, the small one. And so, all across Jamrock, Coal City, GRIH, 42 deceased persons found today, 42 stations of breath.
We should start the post-mortem.
Turn the page.
The corpse cannot feel Kim's hand on his chest. It no longer meaningfully interacts with its surroundings. A thicket of boxes and lists on red copy paper tries to answer why.
External examination summary.
Clothes. The deceased wears armored boots and white briefs. The make of the briefs is Babrodine, I think. Let's see.
He turns the body onto its side to check the underwear label.
See, it's happening.
Babrodine, yes. Inexpensive. Size M. Color white.
The disappointment is palpable. The red-haired thing was expecting something more lurid.
Write it down.
The rest of the clothes have been removed post-mortem by scavengers in order to get to the victim's ceramic armor. Officers are in search of the missing pieces. Removal of the boots is left for processing.
It would be clever of you to omit the boots altogether, sire. If you are to keep them for yourself, as you ought to, you have deserved them more than anyone else.
When am I gonna get them? Omit the boots.
Tattoos.
He stands up, feet planted on either side of the body.
The upper torso is covered in a single, continuous tattoo resembling a microelectronical circuit board. It reaches from the right shoulder to the heart. The ink is blue and white. The assistant has a color photograph of the markings to be added to the case files as document A1. The photo is taken on the scene using a Trigat Mini. The deceased has a cargo lashing belt around his neck, tied with a hangman's knot. Color yellow. Length 3 meters. There is a buckle on the other end. Well nourished, athletically built, measuring 1.8 meters. Generally consistent with age, about 50. Preservation is good. Ambient temperature below freezing.
The spine is bent more than the lieutenant compensated for. This buster's actual height is about 1.85. And no, you could not take him straight on.
I'm going to write 1.85 meters, Lieutenant.
Of course, I undercompensated.
He pockets the tape. Write it down.
Body hair is light brown. Distribution is consistent with age. The deceased had male pattern baldness. Hair is combed back, short.
Touch the corpse's hair before moving on. What? Write down short light brown.
Lividity is consistent with hanging. The head is congested. Contusions are present on the head, chest, and thighs. Consistent with stones thrown post-mortem. Low velocity.
Fucking low velocity? You think Cuno doesn't know what you're talking about? Velocity was fucking max. Talking shit about Cuno's velocity.
In addition, there are bite marks on the face, scalp, and chest. Consistent with predation.
Oh, write it down. Write down.
Ligature mark.
The lieutenant produces a small folding knife. With the other hand pulling on the belt, he starts cutting into the polyester. The stench is horrid. After a while, it's obvious the material cannot be cut.
Steel wiring. There's too much of it. We need to remove the belt so we can get to the ligature mark.
He concedes, breathless.
You got just the right tool for that. The chain cutters.
Good thing we got these chain cutters.
Always good to think ahead. Now,
He points to the rope squeezing the dead man's neck.
we need to cut the belt to see the ligature mark below. Carefully, with as much precision as you can.
See? My pig is gonna fuck his head off.
No, he ain't. Your pig's a boring fuck.
Yes, I'm Cuno's pig. I agree. Look for a good spot to cut.
The belt is equally tight around the whole circumference of his neck, swelling over the edges like white bread rising from the east. The knot is the weak spot. The chain cutters fit in there, steady now, like a flower arranger. 2 cuts and it should come loose.
Yes, I'm Cuno's pig. I agree.
You are? This pig is Cuno's.
He says with calm certainty.
Being Cuno's pig has a steadying effect on your hand. Go with the flow, man.
Let's go ahead. So I can only lose as if I roll to. I'm gonna be so upset when I roll that.
After some deliberation, you sink the cutters into the knot tying the belt together. You squeeze the rubber handles together, sweat forming on your brow. Snap! The knot is slashed. Another cut and the belt falls apart like a flower bouquet, revealing the dead man's neck and the dark red ligature mark around it.
The rope rises to a point, leaving a gap in the ligature mark. The suspension point is in the back of the neck.
The lieutenant has kneeled closer, running his finger along the dead red groove until there's a gap.
As it ought to. This is where its grip on the curdled meat is gentlest, pulling up.
Hemorrhaging is observed on the skin, above and below the ligature mark. The mark is well pronounced, consistent with a drop from 1 or 1.5 meters.
Write it down.
Chest is intact, normal contour. Abdomen is protuberant, pelvis intact, genitalia.
He pulls down the man's underpants.
No! Let's get out and see!
I fucking knew it!
This is clearly what they've been waiting for, ever since the autopsy began. The lieutenant is trying to make it as boring as possible.
Genitalia is male and unremarkable. No evidence of injury.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death? Oh shit. Inspect the genitals.
The dead man's penis is average sized, congested from the downward collection of blood. The testicles are uneven in length, hanging underneath. The genitalia is greenish. Marbling is present around the crotch. You should touch it.
Whoa. Touch it.
Doesn't feel like anything. A cold spot under your gardening gloves. Unremarkable and unalive.
My pig's so fucking ill right now.
I did that for Cuno. His voice swells with pride.
Oh, your pig's pretty sick, I gotta say.
This wasn't necessary. What's going on here? Why are you doing that?
It's an experiment to see what happens.
The lieutenant is unaware of what's happening in your head and why you're touching it. He merely expects you to write down his notes on the man's genitalia so you can move on.
Does it look like he was enjoying his moment of death?
Ah yes, your hunch before. We can have a semen analysis requested from processing, if that's what you meant.
Yes, processing, science. That's what I meant.
Just write down that we request an analysis.
The corpse with his pants down does not have an opinion on the subject. All he has is genitals and a deathly odor.
Write it down, add semen sample.
Back is symmetrical and intact. Upper and lower extremities are intact, but asymmetrical. There are all combat injuries on the right hand, thigh, and hip.
Bullets have bitten little pieces out of him. It must have been excruciating, especially the hip. Before you is a temple of pain that knew little tenderness in life.
In addition, I see smaller, residual scars, too numerous to count, covering about 30% of his skin.
This is the body of a soldier, a mercenary.
We have a real museum here. Of battles, wars. Last item, hands.
He takes the man's right hand in his, inspects it, then moves on to the other. Pick up the hand.
His flesh is cold, icy.
Pleased to meet you. Where are you from and what's your name?
What the?
I'm only fucking with you. I know where you're from.
Oh my god.
From Cappadocia. And your name is Il Corbo. What can I do you for, Il Corbo de Cappadocia?
Pleasure's all mine. Tell me, are you a temple of pain? and a stranger to tenderness. We met before I touched your genitals.
That you have, Kobo, that you have. We're real tight that way. In that special way. We should do this more often. Be close like this, I mean.
Hands are clean. No sign of injury from struggling.
The dead man's fingers slipped from your hand, cold and sausage-like. No sign of injury. Okay, we are expecting... Were we expecting any, or write it down?
I was. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. Honestly, this stench is making it hard for me to think at the moment.
Working so close to the fumes coming from the corpse must be hard. You realize suddenly that the lieutenant has been barely keeping it together these past 2 items.
Write it down.
Ooh. That's all for the external. Well done. What next?
He turns to the side to breathe. It's not enough. He buries his face in the sleeve of his jacket. You hear a muffled voice. Oh. Internal. Well, actually, let's do that next.